Shout out to the Facebook group, Big Guys Watches and Ladies Too. Come on and support me. Subscribe. Welcome back to Tommy Big Time. Today I've got two of my buddies' watches that need repair. The gold is running, but the iced out silver one has a dead battery. These are both Luxorman watches, and then both bracelets have fallen off. So I'm showing you here, the gold one's running, silver one's not running, so I'll be replacing the battery on that one. But now that I got this YouTube channel, I want to show all the repairs I do. So this is one of the first ones I've got since I've had the YouTube channel going. So I thought I'd share this with you. It's non-Invicta, my first non-Invicta video. Here's my spring bars. Got a little case of spring bars. My batteries. Calipers to measure the lug width to make sure I put the right spring bar in, because I've received these watches with no spring bars. So I'm trying to show you the number. Everything's awkward when you're trying to record it and do it at the same time. So it's 22 millimeters from lug to lug. So I'm going to use a 22 millimeter spring bar to replace the bracelet. This is my case back remover. Like I said in one of my past videos, I use this double spring bar, or double case back remover, the double prong for smaller millimeter watches, and I use the 3-prong bigger one for the big boys that I wear. I think this watch is like a 42 or 44 millimeter. So here I'm removing the case back. Here's a look at the movement. Tiny little movement inside of here. Here I'm moving the plastic guard around the movement to get access to the battery. And I always keep a finger on the movement not to damage the crown stem. Now remember, I am not a professional jeweler. I do this as a hobby. I do this for myself. So if there's something that you see that I'm doing that you don't agree with, it's because I taught myself. It gets the job done. I haven't broke a watch yet, so I guess I'm doing okay. There's a little battery. This one's a little tricky. I had to loosen up a screw that's on a tensioner above the battery to get the battery out. And that's what I'm doing here. Battery's out. There's a new battery. Getting it in there with a little tricky because there's a prong on the left and a prong on the right. You got to get right in the middle of the both of them. And with these movements, you don't want to damage anything, so you got to be very gentle. But I've got it back in now. Now I just need to tighten the screw back up. I don't know if I mentioned already, but these are Luxorman. iced out watches. Now I'm showing you it's working. It's not focusing, but you can see it ticking. It's going by the 3 o'clock right now. There's a case back of the watch I replaced the battery on. Here's a case back of the other piece, the gold one. Very simple. No real engraving, or I don't even think this one has a model number on it. Now I replaced the gasket, and now I'm putting back in the plastic guard. And this plastic guard holds the battery in and keeps the movement from jiggling around inside the watch. I think this is one of the biggest plastic guards I've ever seen, actually. Now the case back's going back on. Now you're seeing me turn the watch instead of the case back remover. But the foam pad that I have down is very slick and very soft, so I'm not damaging the watch at all by turning the watch. There it is, ticking, all put back together. So next, putting the bracelet back on. Now this is a tricky bracelet. I'm used to replacing the pin through a slot and having to push one side in on the lug at a time, where this one has a groove here where the pin slides into. I've never replaced a bracelet like this one here. It's unique. So what you have to do is drop the pin in and then kind of push it into place and just make sure it locks. And that's what I did here. And you'll see it done 4 times because I do both watches, both sides of the lugs. So I already popped it in, so now I'm pushing it down to make sure it's all the way in. And that tool that I'm using right there is a spring bar remover. It's got a wider side, and I'm using the very narrow side to get in that groove. But it's got like a little fork at the end of it to grab the spring bar to release it or to push it in. So one side down. Got it all lined up. Now it's time to put the bar back in. There we go. I've got it in. Make sure it's locked in place, and it is. First one down. on to the next. Now you can't tell in this video, and I don't show it very well, but the bracelet where the end link meets the watch, it's got a notch for the case, and it's got a lip on the bottom. So when you put this pin in, that lip on the bottom locks onto the case and doesn't allow the bracelet to slide back off. Now that first one I did, you're gonna see here in a minute, it pops off. I didn't push the spring bar in all the way. I don't know if you saw that, but the spring bar just shot out like a cannon. I eventually found it on my carpet, but right here in the video I wasn't going to look for it. Just grab another one and try again. So see, what I'm doing is I'm sliding one side in and then pushing the spring bar in and making sure it locks in on the other side. So see, there it is, pop. And this is why I always quality check my own work. I don't want to give it back to my buddy and then he goes and puts it on and it falls to the floor. That's not good. Now it's secure and it's good to go. So I wanted to mention a free watch giveaway at 1,000 subscribers. We're still far away, but if you like these videos and you want to see something, or you just like to support me and subscribe, please do. There's a finished product. A free Venom. All you gotta do is subscribe, and then when I do the giveaway video, you comment and you're in the running. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, have a great day and God bless.